Guys, so I was asked to look into sniper rifles for you, and I have done that. I have taken the Vectis Prime as the sniper rifle that I am going to be showing this week, and as you can see I put quite a few former into it last week. 4 former I've put in total. So we're going to show you the build, and then I will do the little walkthrough with snipers and show you what I think is a good effective way to play them. So we've got serration for pure damage, split chamber, which comes in really handy, especially with snipers. As you hit consecutive shots, your damage multiplier goes up, similar to the melee combo multiplier. So the more shots you've got hitting, the quicker that is going to increase. Now Vectis, it's a bit slower because you've got to land 5 shots before the combo increases. But with split chamber, that comes down to 3 or possibly less, depending on if there is anything behind the target that you're shooting, as punch through does count as a hit. So now I've got piercing caliber on as well to increase the puncture of this weapon, and critical delay to increase my critical chance. And then we've got hammer shot to increase the critical chance plus the status chance of my puncture kicking off. As you can see, I've got my critical chance at 74%, and we've got our status at 64%. Point strike, increase critical chance. Shred increases my fire rate, slightly cancels out the critical delay, but it also gives me some extra punch through, which, as I said earlier, with punch through, if you hit multiple targets, it helps increase your damage multiplier. And then we've got vital sense to increase the critical damage. Now, I'm going to show you 2 different Warframes that can complement a sniper very nicely. Okay, so the first Warframe we're going to show you is Volt. Now, the reason we're going to be running Volt is for his electric shield. Shooting through that electric shield will give you some electric damage, which isn't a big thing, but it's the increase to your critical damage. So, it increases your critical damage by 200%. And after we've shown you Volt, we're going to jump on to Banshee. You'll see again, so there we go, we've got our electric shield up, we're scoped in, and there you go. You can see the shot combo at the bottom there. If you take too long, it does take a while to, it disappears pretty quickly. Now you can see that I'm away from the shield, I'm not dealing any electric damage, and my shots aren't dealing as much damage. So we'll cast the shield again. And there you go. Those are level 60 bombards. We will come again with some heavy gunners. And these are all at level 60. So there we go, electric shield up. 3000. As you can see there, as the shots are landing, I'm increasing my damage. It's an absolutely oh, I missed there, and that if you miss your shot, you will cancel out any combo that you built up. Now the heavy gunners are a bit squishier than the bombards, so they die a lot faster, but it works really well. You might be asking why I didn't use charge chamber. Having that extra 40% damage on one shot when I've got a 2-shot sniper doesn't really do that much for me. I mean, I could reload in between each shot, but that's just time and that's wasted DPS if I'm reloading in between every single shot. If it was a single round sniper rifle, I would maybe consider it, but then I would have to lose something else off my build. So now we're going to jump into Banshee, and I'll show you guys the damage that Banshee deals, and then that will be today's video done. Okay, so we've got Banshee. Now the ability that you want to be using with Banshee is Sonar. It reveals the critical spots as well as increasing your damage caused. Now Banshee is a little bit more powerful with these critical. It can go all the way up to 500%, which makes her definitely a better frame, but Volt is a good all round, and it means you can move around quickly. I'll show you first without it. So we've got 2000 there. And then as the shot combos are building up, the damage is increasing nicely. Now with split chamber, as you can see, for every shot landing, I'm increasing it by 2. So that there was without the sonar. Now if we kick sonar in, I'll need to go a bit closer for sonar to actually kick in. There we go. So you can see the weak points there straight away. You can see the damage is increased massively. Fortunately, because I don't have the shield, it does make things a bit trickier. So that is the only downside to Banshee. You could make it a bit easier for yourself by putting a shield, not a shield. You could make things easier by increasing the range of Banshee, or using silence as well. If you use silence, it does stun them briefly. We'll jump onto the heavy gunners. We've got 4 of them, level 60 again. So we'll use sonar, and then we will use silence. So you can see there we've got a stun, and then we can hit. But the problem with silence is it doesn't last overly long, and you might need to recast it. And as you can't really do that, it doesn't make Banshee a great viable frame for solo sniper play. If you had a squad that was taking the fire or creating a distraction for you, it would work lovely. But the damage dealt is lovely. See, when you do hit one of those critical spots, you do deal a lot of damage compared to when you're running with Volt. Not as much as if you get a headshot. All depends on where the crit spot is going to appear with the sonar. So, all in all, I would probably say the best frame to run a solo sniper would be Volt. But if you're running a squad, Banshee just complements a squad so nicely, especially with sonar and with silence. Sonar, don't forget, it shows up for everybody on your team, so it works really, really well. That is today's build on snipers done. I hope you guys found the video informative, and if you have, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button.